Howdy toddy everybody out there in the modeling community. This is Tommy with Colonel Reb Scale Models coming at you with a little bit of a channel update and also a shout out and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there in the community. Hopefully it's going to be a really good day for everybody. It's going to be a pretty good day for me. My wife's out of town, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm here with the kids, and we're going to go to the pool and go to church, and then kick back in the evening to watch my Ole Miss Rebels in the College World Series. So very happy about that. We went through our regional last weekend against the #1 team in the nation. Lost the first one and came back and won the next two. So it's the first time we've been going, or will be going, I should say, to the World Series since 1972, when I was all of 2 years old. So very happy, and never thought I would possibly see it in my lifetime. So I guess the next thing they can do is get us to an SEC championship game, and I don't know, maybe I'm a dreamer here, so maybe we can play for a national title at some point in football. Who knows? A lot going on this weekend. Got the TV tuned to one of the games, the second game of the College World Series. I also got one channel tuned to the 24-hour Le Mans, watching Porsche and their return to the prototype class for the first time in a while with this new hybrid car. Toyota's actually winning right now with their hybrid car, and I think Audi's trying to win their 13th out of 16th or 17th last Le Mans with a diesel powered prototype car. So really interesting. So I'm watching that, got the game on the other channel, and then of course the World Cup going on, so I've been trying to watch some of the matches. I think the USA plays on Monday, and I watched the England-Italy match today, which was funny because that was a match that back in December when I was visiting Peru, my father-in-law and his cousin and my brother-in-law, we were all thinking about going and meeting in Manaus to go to that game in Brazil for that one match, but it didn't pan out. So anyway, so it was not a good day for England, but who knows, you can still make it out of the group. But anyway, I wanted to do that, a little bit of a shout out to all the dads out there, do a little channel update. Went away to Myrtle Beach for a week with the family on vacation right after they got out of school. So had a good time there. If you ever get a chance to go to Myrtle Beach, it's really, really cool. We really enjoyed it. The weather was good. We didn't get but one afternoon of rain. The waves were nice. The kids were wakeboarding and stuff, so we had a good time. I had my niece and my nephew come over from Mississippi, and they went with us. So it was a good trip. It was like 6.5, 7-hour drive from Atlanta, and then we left like 6:30 in the morning on Sunday. Had to drive to North Georgia to drop my oldest daughter off at Chick-fil-A summer camp for the week, and then drove back home, which is about 2.5 hours from here up in the mountains. Really windy kind of roads. My son and my wife started getting a little queasy having to come down and going up and down the mountains up there, which they're not very big mountains, but when you're not used to it, I guess it can get you. Luckily I was driving, so it didn't bother me as bad. But it's funny because my wife, she loves roller coasters, and she does those. I don't get on roller coasters. I don't have the stomach for it, but this, she was getting a little queasy, so it's kind of funny. But just do a channel update. I just posted a video recently of my SPAD. I'm almost done with it. I did a little bit more weathering actually just a few minutes ago, so I think I'm to the point where now I'm going to I've done enough on the weathering, and then I'm going to put it under the dull coat and then put it on a little base. Also working on finishing the Jim Parashaka's Italian front group build. Got some upcoming group builds also that I was going to kind of get involved in, some with cars, some with planes, so I'm kind of jumping back and forth between both. I'm changing the car that I'm working on for my dad. He's insisting that I get this 409 Chevrolet done, and wanted me to stop working on the 59, which was fine with me because I'm still having issues with this molding on the side and trying to get just can't find the right putty. So I watched Frankie Day's video on the putty he uses, which is an automotive spot glaze. So I'm going to maybe give it a try because I've used Squadron, I've used Testers, I've used Tamiya. I just can't seem to get a handle on it. So I'm going to try that. So the 69 should be more cut and dry. It's a black paint job, so that'll be a little bit of a challenge for me, but hopefully we'll get that going, and I'll be able to take an update of it to him. I was talking to my mom the other day, and he actually got the Galaxy that I had in a case that it's tied down with the wires, so it's in one of those, I think it's Rovello case, and he got to wanting to play with it, wanting to try to get it out, which is almost impossible to get out. It's really hard to get out of the case, but what's he do? He drops it. So when he drops it, of course, this is a promo kit, so it's not screwed in, but it's got little pins and points that you put all the pieces together, so it's not really glued. The only thing that was really glued in the car was the like the steering wheel and the dashboard. So my mom said it's actually still in the case. The base is still attached to the chassis and the wheels. The top, the body came off, the glass, all that came on. It just you put it together and then it pins in. So I'll have to, when we go in a few weeks to visit for a couple of weeks over there, then I'll have to take it apart and put it back together and everything. So I'm going to switch to a 409 on that, and that's what I'll start working on. And as I'm working with these other group builds and stuff. So I got some that I'm working on with my kids. We're doing some of the kits that I'd bought in the past. And then after this video, there'll be another video where I show the Father's Day gifts that they got me. They actually were with me when I bought a few of them, so we'll count that. The last thing I wanted to touch on, and Alex, with Alex Modeling, I don't want to step on your toes, and please don't take this as anything. I watched that video that he did as I guess as kind of a coaxing of the community to kind of give support to another one of the young modelers. You know, we've been talking recently, and a lot of these young modelers have their group builds and things. We're trying to support them, and I'm all for that, and I think most of us are. He brought to the community's attention another young builder who apparently has been on the community, on the YouTube community, for 3 or 4 years. I mean, and I'm sure that with this Google Plus switch over, it now only shows that he's been doing it for about a year. But I've watched a lot of his videos based on Alex's very good video. I thought very touching video, and if you can, I'm going to put his link in here. If you can go and just check him out, subscribe to him. He's a really great builder. He's 10 times what I am at this point, and I think he's like 18 or 19. He's in college, university in England. He has some challenges, personal challenges that he deals with, but he doesn't let it affect him on the community. So his channel name is Steam Fan 61, STEAMFAN 61. If you can subscribe to him, I'm going to put his link in the chat. Just go check it out. And if you can, Alex Modeling, ALEXMODELING, Alex Modeling, great plane builder in Portugal. He brought it to my attention. I watched the video, and he compelled me to go to Ryan. That's the builder's name, Ryan, Steam Fan 61, to check it out. He was over the moon, and when you go to his videos, if you watch the one where he's gotten 100 subscribers and he's been doing videos for 3 or 4 years, he was to watch that video and to see his excitement from getting 100 subscriptions, it's just amazing. So I subscribed. I think I was like number 108, and I just checked a few minutes ago, he's up to like 140. So Alex's video has definitely helped, and I'm hoping that a lot of you guys that subscribe to my channel that are car builders, so to speak, even though he only does planes and military, just check him out. You know, it won't hurt to go click subscribe, get his subscriptions up, and God knows we can get him up to 200 in a week or so if everybody jumps in. So, you know, if you can do that, I'd really appreciate it. I know he would be very appreciative of it, and you know, I've watched some of his videos. He's a very, very talented builder. It's amazing to me. So if you can, check him out. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody. I've got another video following right after this with some of my little goodies, and as always, pull for my Rebels if you can, even if you don't follow college baseball. So wish me luck on that, and anyway, so hotty toddy, and God bless. Thanks a lot, guys. Okay guys, here are the kits that I got from the kids and myself. choosing for Father's Day this year. So the first I got, and all this stuff was either clearance or using 40 or 50% off coupons. So the first thing that I got myself was one that I've been wanting to get for a long time, since this is one of my favorite cars growing up as a kid, is the Rovello 77 Pontiac Firebird Smoke Into Bandit car. As you can see, I guess if you can see that right there, and move it in there a little bit, that is $935. That was on clearance at Hobby Lobby. So I think that was like 65% off, something like that. It was actually open, but it looked like somebody just tore the plastic. So that's probably why it made it to the table. The next one I got was another that was on the clearance table at Hobby Lobby, and that's the Motor City Muscle 69 Camaro SSRS 2-in-1. Price tag on that one normally is $23.99, and got that one on the table for $8.99. So 69 Camaro is one of my favorite cars of the 60s, and I have several, but I don't have one that's a convertible, and since this is a 2-in-1, I thought that was a really good deal, so I picked that one up. These next two I got with from Michael's with the Father's Day 50% off coupons that you can go to their website and click on and get. The first one, I know many of you have seen this and built this. I had not had one yet, so I decided to pick one up. Is the 49 Merc Special Edition Skill Level 3. I heard that's a really good kit, and it's got a lot of, several customized parts on it with different grills and wheels and things. So I picked that one up because who doesn't like a 49 Merc? And the next one is another one that I don't have in my collection, but I wanted to get, and that's the California Wheels Rovello 57 Chevy Bel Air. Another 2-in-1 that you can do a street version, or you can do the stock version. So it's got like 3 different hubcap or rim combinations. I don't know if I'd use those graphics, but I have something in mind for this one. So that's why I picked it up. Both this one and the Merc were $11 after the 50% coupon. I also picked this one up also off the clearance table as well, because my son also got one. Is the little snap kit, Stone Woods and Cook. I already had the Ohio George, but I wanted to get the Stone Woods and Cook. He also got it. They were $4.31, I believe. This is actually his kit. Mine's upstairs. We've already opened it, and he didn't like the color, the blue color that it was molded in, so he wanted me to paint it. So I'm working on that now, using craft acrylics, and I'm getting to the point of I've cleared it a few coats with Future. I think I'm gonna do maybe one more before I put the decals on, and then go from there, and then I'll do mine later. But he really liked this one. He saw this one on the clearance table and he wanted to get it, so I got one as well, again for $4. This other stuff I picked up the other day at Hobby Lobby. We were in the store. The kids like to go and play with some of the toys that are in there, especially my 2 daughters. They like the little animals, the little plastic figure animals. So they like to go in there and actually play with them, and they'll sit them on the floor and play with them, and then I'll just kind of look around the store. Well, I didn't realize, my son was looking for jigsaw puzzles, and I didn't realize that there's actually, I know where the clearance tables are for the models that they have on the tables that are in between aisles, but I didn't realize that this store, I don't know if they all have it, but this store has a wall that's a clearance wall, so it brings stuff from every department. And so we saw that, and I said, well, let me just check and see what I can find here. So the first thing that I found, these are kind of maybe cheesy, maybe not, but I thought for $3.60 I would give them a try. It's a 1/72 scale. You can see there, World War II, Easy Company, and German troops. There are 4 trees, so there's probably about 40 figures in here or more. Maybe more than that, but you can see on some of them, I don't know if you can see it in the camera here, that some of them even have the little posable arms and things. So I thought for $3 that wasn't too bad. They did have some of the from Korean War, and then they also had, I think, some Wild West ones as well. But they listed for $9.99, got it for $3.60. So I picked that up. Another one that I saw on the actual table, that another figure set that I just thought it was really cool looking. You don't really see things like this normally. And it was marked down to, again, $3.60, is this little California Missions Indians set. 39 figures, including the animals and the carts and stuff. And I don't know what it means, the museum models collection, but it's 1/72 scale, so they're pretty small. But I thought that'd be cool just to practice figure painting on. So I picked that up. And another thing on this little World War II kit set, it's got this little paper. You can cut this out and make a peel box. And I think on the other one, that was the Korean War, it was like another machine gun nest or something. So I picked that up. These two I picked up. They're, again, regular 10 bucks. Got them for $3.60 each. And I've seen ads for these, are these landscape detailing sheets. They're pre-made. I guess if you can, I don't know if you can see that in the light or not, but they're pre-made. They have grass and tufts of grass and weeds, and they got, you know, the little stuff that you can, like you would make yourself, but they're already cut in sheets and you would just lay it down. So I got those because I thought about when I do a couple little small tanks that I have, the 1/72 scale tanks, that'd be a real easy base to start with for dioramas. And then the last thing that I got was, and this is something I'm going to use on a future build that I have in mind, is this set of texture effects stencils. There are 3 different stencils. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up very well. 3 different stencils. And the reason that I got it, not only was it marked down from 20 bucks to $7, was that they're reusable. So that you just put them on and you can lift them back off. So I thought about using those on a car build that I was considering doing. And I might do a video about that later. So anyway, so that's all the goodies that I kind of picked up for myself with the kids. Once my son decided he wanted to buy me a model, and he bought himself one, of course, was that I said, well, you know, I'll let the girls get me one, and then, you know, the wife technically gets me one. So that's kind of my little haul for Father's Day. So again, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Happy Father's Day for those future fathers that are out there. And again, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Happy building. As always, hotty toddy. God bless.